Writing in Arabia begins about 1500 years before the Quran. The earliest datable documents come from ancient Yemen. They're wooden sticks, the earliest ones till about the 10th or 11th century BC. The language of these documents is not Arabic. It's an ancient South Arabian language called Sabaic. The script used on these documents is not directly related to the Arabic script either. It's what scholars call the South Semitic script. It's an alphabet. And so ancient Yemen has a continuous writing tradition in this alphabet and using basically indigenous languages like Sabaic, and there are three others, Katabanic, Minaic, Hadramitic, for about 1,500 years. Now, the rest of the Arabian Peninsula also had writing traditions. So the oases of northern Arabia, for example, Dadan, which is an oasis about 180 miles north of Medina, had its own local script. Taima, great oasis of northern Arabia as well, had its own writing tradition, its own script, and also their own languages distinct from Arabic. In Taima, for example, you have some inscriptions referring to Nabonidus, king of Babylon, who basically occupied the oasis from 553 to 543 BC. So we're talking middle of the first millennium BC. So the epigraphic record of Arabia reveals considerable linguistic diversity. In ancient Yemen, you have a group of languages that modern scholars call Ancient South Arabian. Sabaic is the language associated with the kingdom of Saba, biblical Sheba. And you have Katabanic, Minaic, and Hadramitic. These are four neighboring kingdoms. But what's really interesting is they are very different from Arabic and were definitely not mutually intelligible with Arabic. When we go north into the Najd, into the Hijaz, the areas north of, for example, Medina, these have, till today, mostly defied interpretation. So that means that in the middle of Saudi Arabia, you had indigenous languages that were very different from Arabic. Where you do encounter languages that look like the Arabic we're familiar with, we find those inscriptions in Jordan, northern Saudi Arabia around Tabuk, and southern Syria.